prick. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I cop a chromed out, hard top career with a shine. I got some time, they ain't I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. I'm a hot girl yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back day yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Mic check 1 2 1 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do when you show up on the scene with a two Drew on you and your friend and play a little 2 on 2? If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I gotta get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show 'em this ain't the squad for a sucker to test. Pimp, my too large and we way too fresh. Work well with and quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we be standing in your front yard yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back day yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the front yard yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back day yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Oh! Bring 'em out, 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 bring 'em out. You just heard the sound of the king of the South, T.I. I go by the name of Swiss Beats, the monster. From the top. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
I think he knows when I play with him like that, when I say it to him like that, have my with him like that. I think he knows when I play with him.
It's had many names, but only one NFL team over the years. We're at the home of the Dolphins, Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. Ball teed up, Logan Cook after the kick. And here we go from Miami. Fielded at the 7. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
All right, come on. 21G.
Thrown right away, Tagovailoa. It's fine, Smith. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They put a receiver in motion right. Opening carry for Devon Achane. His foray up the middle, and that's about 3. Chad Muma there to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And they were on him from the start. He's brought down for a massive loss.
You know what that felt like to me, Kate? That felt like a little bit of overthinking, where he was just waiting for the perfect lane and the breakaway run. But against defenses in this league, you hesitate, you get tackled for a loss.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10.
On the red.
Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Lawrence looking to throw. Able to find Strange here. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. That was a Fatu Melifonwu there to make the play. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Lawrence. That's taken in by Etienne. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
A give up the gut to Bigsby. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Stops by Chop Robinson.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that leaves them with 4th and 5. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on 4th down. It keeps this drive moving.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, sit on the bench to get their breath. And now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Offense executing early. New set of downs at the 38-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's Etienne on 1st down. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Oh, the football's loose. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. So just like that, Brock, a very nice drive ends in a whimper from that offense and a real roar from the defense, who get off the field by recovering that fumble.
Yeah, that defense was just getting walked backwards, and one of them finally said, enough is enough. And I'll tell you, the way they were moving the football offensively, I think you felt it, I felt it. A touchdown was coming, but that defense responded.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Out of the shotgun, a give to A-Chain. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Only a couple of yards on the run, and that brings us to the end of quarter number 1. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. Blitz coming, Tua. They'll have it 2nd and 8. That's brought in by Westbrook Akine. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
3rd and just 2 to go. Tua now from the gun. Throwing this back in the end zone. And the defender comes away with it. That's Jordan Lewis.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
First down throw, Lawrence. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. That's the rookie out of Florida. And the Dolphins are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Oh, my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a third in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
Offense to the line for second down. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. He's on the move. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
You know, sometimes when you get outside that pocket and your body weight gets going laterally, that ball will sail on you. I mean, that's a tough connection to make even under the best of circumstances.
That's caught for the first. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Second down carry for Achane. And he gets this forward to the 19. It's a 5-yard gain, and that brings up 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Tight end in motion left. Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Thought he had a touchdown there. So they're left facing a 4th down. Jason Sanders leading the Dolphins field goal unit out. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash. Aubrey puts it through. And that will get them on the board.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Sanders all set to send it away. His return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Etienne to begin the drive. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Breaks the tackle, still going. And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. And it's the Jaguars. Looking at 2nd and 3.
Hey, Lion!
Lawrence working from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. They'll get this one to Brown. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Out of the gun, a give to Etienne. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Now Lawrence on the play fake. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Hits his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. From the right hash, 52 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to tie us up just before halftime.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
On now is Cook to kick this away. On the return, here comes Davis. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And he'll get it up to the 44. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Quick slant taken in by Waddle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Tua out of the pistol. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. First time this game they've looked to him. So that brings up 2nd down. Here's Tua again. Chased out to his right. Finds his man Waddle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Jason Sanders leading the Dolphins field goal unit out. He'll try to connect on a 50-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Lawrence. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Let's go.
Lawrence now off the play action. ETN on the catch. Has some daylight through the 40. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down. From the gun, ETN gets it. And is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Hey, run!
A give right side, here's Bigsby. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Hit applied by Bradley Chubb. No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 7. Now Lawrence. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
Hey, easy. Route. Here we go, son.
Now give this up the middle to Etienne. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And pass caught by Strange. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Pretty obvious, this defense, man, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, you start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
On second down, it's Etienne. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Has a man, it's Brown. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal.
Let's go.
They'll run, Etienne. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. One more time with Etienne. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Headed out right. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. The 10. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Here's a return from the 7. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
On red.
Now Lawrence coming off a pick. He fires one deep down the middle. That's cut at the 25. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the 4th. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Caught by Westbrook-Ikhine. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be first down, Miami.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Tagovailoa, quick throw, complete. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Achane on the inside give. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
3rd and 2. Now Tagovailoa. He's got Smith. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down. Blitz coming, Tua. Escapes out to the left. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
They did it! He made the interception! Picked off by Eric Kendricks. And the Jaguars have some new life in the 4th.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with the tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Oh, he's going to run for it. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day. He's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the first down.
Cam Little now in a high-pressure spot. From the right hash, 55 yards out. And it's on its way and through. He hit it from deep. And they've tied it up late in the 4th.
It's such a confidence builder to a sideline, to an entire team, Kate, when you can rely and trust your kicker in these big moments. He tied it up, and now it's incumbent upon his defense to do their job.
And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the 4th quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that 3rd phase is coached and coached.
He's got it inside the 25. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins have taken the lead late. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7. Sanders all set to send it away. From his own end zone, here we go. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Trailing by one score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
Red on red.
Back to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And they don't connect looking deep there, but this play's not quite over yet. There's a flag on the field. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Hey. Here we go, sir.
Setting up to pass. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So now it's going to be third and long. To throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Fatu Melifonwu with the INT. And the Dolphins make the play that should win them this game.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his third strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Running with A-Chain out of the gun. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
A-Chan again on second. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
Hey, turbo one.
A-Chain again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second. A lot of pressure on this kick for Jason Sanders. From 37 yards in the right hash.
That kick right there, Kate, it was a crucial one that really just caused their odds of winning this game to jump substantially. Now we've got a 2-score game. It really leaves no room for error for this opposing offense as they prepare to take the field.
Sanders all set to send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
All right, let's go. Here we go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. They connect on the deep shot. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. This would put it back within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the 4th. Down inside 30 seconds now. Their hopes resting on finding a way to get this football. And the Dolphins were all over that kick. This game is over.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their 3rd. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll stick with A-Chain. Takes out a 1-stop. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They strike for 23 yards. And it'll be first down, Miami. So it's fins up as the Dolphins take the win at home. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign. With Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say so long from Miami.
Since birth I've been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found and yo, I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in the music.